People of the Leaf, I come to you with a clear purpose and a clear mind. I want to run for the position of Artisan Chief, and I think I am the best candidate to help fix this village with the leadership role. I know many of you may think leadership is a difficult job. Well, I'm here to say I think it can be quite easy when you are passionate about the job. I'm asking you all to let me have that chance to prove it to you. I think Sojiru has good intentions, but I think me having this position will help get our village in the right direction towards the change it needs. This is not just about managing crafts and resources, guys. This is about leadership as a whole, transparency, and the very survival of our village. I want to offer you guys a very real and very transparent plan for reform. For too long has each of the leadership roles been passive, allowing strange power vacuums or closed-door politics that affect people on a small and big level. Leadership is about serving the will of the people, not the will of one's ego for being elected at that time. And it's time to change that. If you care about actually having a voice in this village, please, I request that you elect me. I want to start a trend of changing how things are done here in this village and give more power back to the people. My plan for reform. Tracking restedness. I will implement a system that will personally manage or deputize somebody to track how rested people in the village are. The purpose of this is to ensure that individuals in the village are working approximately and appropriately for the village. If someone chooses not to work or to contribute, that's their choice, and they're not going to be forced. However, this is going to be a way for us to be able to organize this for the betterment of the village by making sure that we get much needed resources and are able to allocate those things well. This will ensure that everyone is contributing while making sure other people are not working themselves to the point of exhaustion if not needed. This will also show us who's really putting in the real work for the village and who may need a little bit extra support in the need of treatments to help them with their restedness to be able to help them get back out there and to rest faster and recover. Resource monitoring. I will closely monitor the resources donated to the supply depot. Although it's currently public, I will make sure that there are notifications to the village at least every 3 to 6 months, letting people know what's in it and what is currently needed for the projects, armor, food, and other things that are needed for the village. Transparency is essential, and I want to make sure that it is upheld. Gear requests. Under my leadership, people will be able to request armor, gear, and other necessary items that they need. I will open my own personal office hours in the depot during specific times that people can come and talk to me about whatever they need, and I will record that. Along with this, I will also open up a suggestion box where people can leave me messages to deliver to me so they can get the request to me as well. This will be done tickets and DMs. I will guarantee that within 2 weeks of a request, at least one of the requested items will be provided as long as meaningful contributions are being made from that person. Missions from the village will be tracked as well and considered, and that might speed up the requests being made. Hand-me-down program. I will launch a hand-me-down gear program, making sure that valuable resources are never wasted and just sitting around not being used. And that means that people will be outfitted with at least something at all times, even if it's just copper. Copper is better than nothing. Emergency storage. I will execute a program to create an emergency storage of some of the best gear possible, starting with flawless iron. This gear storage, let me rephrase that. Flawless, pristine iron. That is the goal. This gear storage will come at zero cost to any of the members of the village and instead be fueled by my own personal hard work. I will be transparent about where the resources for this comes from to make this gear so that no one feels like it's coming from those who are actually putting in work towards gear requests, which is something entirely different. The goal of this emergency public storage is to make it so that if anybody is going on a mission, they can at minimum borrow flawless iron from this storage before returning back from that mission. If that iron is lost, if that gear is lost, it'll be subject to that person to be able to repay it back, of course. Fairly. Gear repair. To keep this simple, repair requests simply will just need to be able to be made to me, come to my office in the supply depot, or me personally if you see me, and I will let you know when it is ready. Increased transparency. I will ensure that there is absolute transparency between leadership and the people. Decisions will no longer be made behind closed doors. I will make sure you all know what is happening and why. Every decree will even have a reasoning behind it, why it is being made, so that people can potentially understand why it's being made. I will push for decrees to enter a trial period where after a week they can be revoted by the people if the decree itself should stay after leadership has already made it. This will offer more power back to the people outside of just voting for elections and then being at the whim of who they've elected. I will not be the type of leader who doesn't bother with certain things because it's just not in my job title. I will make sure to let it be known that I take leadership on its own extremely serious. I will hold meetings regularly, like I said, once or twice every 6 months to discuss anything currently going on in leadership or listen to any complaints or concerns members of the village might have. I do not consider any of this work because I am excited to do this for the village. This does not tire me or drain me. I willingly want to be in this environment and this type of work. Regarding my own personal shortcomings, I want to be extremely clear. I have done many things in my young 26 years as a person of this village, but I want you all to know if I am put in this role, if I am given this opportunity to serve you, the people, I will take it extremely serious. I will do my damned best to never give a poor representation of this village in any capacity. I have seen the events of previous years, and that is why I am asking you, the village, to help me give me the power to start to change things. The following is my stance on general leadership roles, and I'll go over that in a second. But I just want you to know I am giving you my word as a person of this village that I will respect it from a professional position, and I will take it quite seriously. Let me be very clear. I am stating this now. If I commit any crimes or cause any public fuck-ups that take place post my elected date, I will personally let the village take a vote to declare me an exile or even worse, a rogue. I will be subject to whatever that vote is. I am that committed to this cause that I want you, the people, to have that power to be able to hold that over me if you deem it necessary. This position to me is far more than just overseeing crafters and gatherers of the village. It is a crucial leadership role that will guide our village back on the right path. My plans hopefully will directly impact our foreign policy. I will take a more strategic approach in dealing with other individuals in all walks of life in order to protect and enhance our village's standing with the rest of the world. Not just the Mist Village, but the entire world. I will try to organize the village to promote fairness, effectiveness, and growth that everyone can benefit from. I will focus to eliminate the selfish agendas that have plagued our leadership. This village is about all of us, not just a selected few. Pointless power grabs and infighting and bickering will cease. And if there is individuals who seek to cause this type of disturbance, I will make it known to the people so that they can decide if they want to start an election against these people to change things. Abusive power. I want to put an end to the cycle of unchecked power. If I get this leadership role, I will push for this to be a true democracy, not a small group of the few who are just serving their own personal interests and those of others. I believe the Sojiru is not the right choice for Artisan Chief. He may have good intentions, but intentions are not enough. His passion for this job, for leadership, for bringing the village back to a spot that we can all be proud of and excited about, it's just not the same as mine. We need somebody who can bring real, effective change with an actual plan. And I am that person. I ask for your support to make the Leaf Village stronger, fairer, and more transparent for everyone. Thank you for considering me as your next Artisan Chief. Vane Senju.